Assalamu alaikum, good morning, and Sat Sri Akal to all my Sikh friends uh, and to Sujit Bhai, who is now in Kartarpur Sahab. And I assure all my friends there in India that the moment Indian troops will be out from Indian occupied Kashmir and plebiscite will be announced and will be held uh, so that people of Kashmir can express their will through ballot whether they want to live with Pakistan or India. Uh, Soon after that process, I think there will be visa-free zone India Pakistan. No need for visa will be there like it is there in European Union, and the whole thing will expand till other countries of SAARC. So all those friends who are awaiting their visit of Pakistan and Nepal, I assure them that once the relations are being normalized between India and Pakistan, everything will be fine. And that depends upon level of awareness. We all are trying to spread it. Our Prime Minister is educating everyone through his speeches at international level. I'm doing this since long through my writings and through this lecturing campaign. And interest before me is human interest. In nuclear age, we cannot afford to repeat the mistakes of past while fighting over a piece of land, increasing the numbers of widows and orphans all around. That is very, you see, savage and ignorant behavior, which was prevailing in, which was prevailing here in past many decades. And I think that the spread of quality education through formal and informal means, these both beautiful federations of India and Pakistan will start living like good neighbors, and all the South Asian countries will be economically integrated further, and there will be environment as it prevails there in the European Union. Arch enemies are now friends there, and how that became possible there in Europe because they had killed that lethal dictatorial fascist and Nazi ideology through quality education. They haven't killed humans, they killed that ideology through spread of quality education. And we can do the same here. And our people are more brilliant than uh, people of many other parts of the world. And situation will be soon normalized here. What we have to understand is that will of the people is important. That aspect is lacking here in subcontinent. At family level, at national level, at international level, will of the people is having no respect uh, in interaction between South Asian countries. We can see that the people of India and people of Pakistan, they want peace. Majority of them, they want peace, and there are certain dictatorial institutions which are against the existence of those dictatorial institutions is against the existence of federation, against the spirit of federalism. But these institutions were created by dictators apparently posing themselves as champions of democracy, but actually they were trying to establish rule of their dynasty both in India and Pakistan. And now that in Pakistan situation is better, we are having educated leadership, and Indian civil society can mold the behavior of their leadership towards Indian-held Kashmir, especially. People of Kashmir are important, whether they are Kashmiri Pandits or Muslims. Their will is important. That we have to understand. And that will was important even that was considered important when Pakistan and India were not existing realities on world map. In 1946, under British colonial rule, uh, there was a referendum here in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province of Pakistan where no geographical proximity is there with India. We are far away from Indian border, and majority of our population is Muslim. But the question was put before the people whether they want to join India or Pakistan, and people they had voted in favor of Pakistan, and everything is fine here. So we have to understand. We the people of subcontinent. We have to understand. Will of the people is important, and if that is being respected, there will be peace. Collective wisdom of the people prevails all the time, and few individuals posing to be political leaders can be mentally abnormal, can be psychopaths. Because you see, consult any psychologist or psychiatrist, they will tell you that dictatorial attitude is outcome of psychological problems which certain people are having. But you see, why the will of the people is important? Because few people can be psychopaths, but collective wisdom cannot be outcome of any mental disorder. Generally, people are sane and they live normal lives and they can mold the course of action of few individuals whom are bent upon pursuing dictatorial policies, initiating wars. Those people can be stopped by majority of the sane people through their collective wisdom. And what all we have to understand here is that will of the people is important. High ideals promoted by scholars of international relations like power politics, balance of power, strategic interest, and all. That is all exploitation. You see, for sake of growth of war industry, for sake of increased sales from war industry. These concepts are being developed. Humans are humans and they can live in normal fashion, and they're living with each other in Europe. Few decades ago, they were out to kill each other. With the demise of ideology known as Nazism and fascism, both these ideologies are now no more popular there because through education, uh, capacity of people to think was developed, and once you can think, you will never accept any dictator to uh, determine your destiny. You will be able to make choices. You will be able to come up with new initiatives, new ideas, and this is what is required here in subcontinent. And we are heading towards it. In Pakistan, now the stress is on education, and we are trying to convince our existing rulers to come up with compulsory and free education till inter for all, so we can have true democracy and we can improve our economy. And we expect such things from our neighboring federation, India, because interaction between states is inevitable, especially when there are neighboring states. Not every country is like United States of America, which is having only small neighbors and then Atlantic Ocean. So they are at peace with themselves and they are at peace with their neighbors, small neighbors of United States of America, or do anything against USA. And sea is a sea, Atlantic Ocean is calm most of the times. And we Pakistanis, we are surrounded by Iran, China, a big neighbor, having dictatorial ideology. They're communists. Then in India, because of Indian Liberation Army's training there with Hitler and its participation in Second World War, Nazi influences are there in India. So we have to uh, invest more on education, on quality education to reduce or remove those influences. So ideologies, they never perish totally, you see. But once the people are aware, then uh, those ideologies are having little impact on people at large. Say, for example, Nazi and fascist parties are there in Europe, still there. Communist Party is there in United States of America, but nobody votes for them. Only in Brazil, fascists have won elections a few months ago, and in rest of the developed world, fascists, Nazis, and communists, they are defeated all the times. So everyone is having equal rights. I mean, if someone is communist or fascist or Nazi, Constitution of India and Pakistan gives freedom of expression and people can live with their ideologies. what we need is spread of quality education so our people can think and differentiate between good and bad, and can choose proper ideology, proper course of action for themselves. So I welcome again my Sikh friend Sujit from India to Kartarpur Sahib, and I assure him that once there is uh, uh, peace in terms of lifting of curfew in Indian Health Kashmir, restoration of fundamental rights of the Kashmiri people, and announcement of conduct of plebiscite approved by UN General Assembly, so that people of Kashmir can decide their future whether they want to live with Pakistan or India. Uh, once all this is over, once all this is settled, whole South Asia will be a visa-free zone. Everything will be fine, and we will be able to meet. We will be able to talk. We will be able to sit together, and we will be able to have fun. We will be able to do businesses, and only sky is the limit. We just need sane attitude towards our fellow humans and respect for our respective constitutions, which are still prevailing in both in India and Pakistan. That our people are having fundamental rights, and that if we can understand that, that means that we once we are in a government, we are supposed to create jobs, and we are supposed to provide unemployment allowance to the unemployed. So by this way, we are giving a right of life to our people. You see, and we have to respect their freedom of expression, be free to express themselves the way they like. So that is, you see, if we respect property rights of the people guaranteed by constitutions of both India and Pakistan, that will be a great economic breakthrough, and our people will be more confident and will do investments both in India and Pakistan, and everything will be fine. But we have to understand that the fundamental rights of the people are having link with economic prosperity, having link with national security, and if we understood this, everything will be fine. So I wish all the best to all of you, and good luck as well.